Morning, guys. Happy new week to everyone. I'm just heading to work. I just finished dropping Kaylan off. So let me just start with what happened. I've not done these types of videos in so long. Right. This morning I got up on time. You lot know I went to bed a little later than usual because I was folding laundry and I was just doing my chores, you know. Got up, showered, did all my personal care. Kaylan's doing his personal care. I said, okay, I'm gonna load up the washing machine because it's got the delay time option. So basically with the LG machine, right, it allows you to set the timer for when you want the washing machine to finish washing, opposed to my old washer where you would set the timer and it would come on within the time you set it for. But with the LG, it finishes the cycle during that time. So if you set 9 hours, your cycle will be finished for the 9 hours. Anyway, for some reason I loaded in everything. You know, I'm doing my smoothie, I'm multitasking. The delay timer is not working. The light's on. When you press the delay timer, it usually comes up with 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. All right, let's try again. I don't know what happened, but I recorded about 4 minutes of the video and there's no audio. So I was saying, when you press the delay timer, you just keep pressing the button and it changes between the hours and you just select which one you want. It's not working. So I'm like, okay, this is weird. I'm pressing the other buttons, but the other buttons are working. So I'm like, what the hell is going on? So tried finding the manual online because I don't physically know where I've put this one, okay? I didn't want to go digging up stuff and just making myself extra late. Time is moving now, you know. We're talking about it's 7:30 now, 7:40, 7:50. You know, time's going, so I'm getting frustrated. And I know the most common question would be, why did you not just leave it and just go? Because I need to do the laundry. So I wanted to put the washing on so it could be done by the time I get into the house. By the time I'm estimating that I'll be home, I wanted the washing to be done so then I don't have to be up late waiting for the cycles to finish. Because you guys have seen me on live when I could have been in bed like an hour or two earlier, but I'm waiting up for, you know, the washing machine cycle to finish. So now I'm like, oh my God, what's happening? Tried to find the manual online. I'm like, I don't really know. Looked at videos. The video's telling me how to put the timer on, which I know how to do that because I've used it quite a few times before. So I'm getting frustrated and I'm like, oh my God. I'm there trying to still fix it. Switched off the machine at the main socket. Nothing's working. I'm just like, just my luck, right? Just my luck. Anyway, I'm like, okay, cool. I'm just gonna have to let it go on a cycle and it's gonna be finished at least 4 or 5 hours before I finish work. And I don't like leaving my clothes sat in the machine because I feel like they smell. In my opinion, 4 or 5 hours is too long of a time. Not even 4 or 5 hours. It would be about 6 hours, 7 hours. Would be too long for my clothes to be sat in the machine and not being on the air. So now knowing when I go home, there might be a freaking 90% chance of me having to rewash the clothes. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to put it on and let it finish when I'm done. Anyway, I'm just like, okay, something's going on. I don't know what it is. When I was cleaning and stuff, I heard a beeping. So I don't know if I accidentally touched something. I don't know what it is. I looked at the interface. I can't see that the child locks on or anything like that. So I don't know. I don't know if there's some sort of keypad lock on there. I doubt it because that would be the child lock. So the flipping delay timer thing, it's the lights on, but when you press it, nothing's happening. So I don't know if it's just gone and not working or what. And I'm starting to get pissed off now because I'm like, I bought this machine brand new. I just paid it off with my savings, my home savings, and this has happened. So I'm a bit frustrated and I'm like, I can't be dealing with this bullshit. You know, I really cannot be dealing with this bullshit right now. because I'm not in the mood for it. Anyway, left the house, washing machine's on, left the house, and I'm like, Kaylan's there crying. Kaylan's got problems, okay? I can't get into the problems yet because he's not got a full diagnosis, but he's got problems, okay? Let's just say it as it is. And I'm trying not to get him worked up from him working me up. I'm like, do what you need to do. He's getting frustrated because his lunchbox ain't going in his backpack. And I'm like, take the stuff out of your backpack, put your lunch bag in, pack the other stuff in. I don't understand what is difficult with doing that. You do it every morning. He's crying, and then him crying now is getting me worked up because I'm like, I need to leave the house. I don't want to send you to school upset. I don't want to shout at you. I don't shout at him in the morning or anything. You know, I don't want you to go to school and be an ass because you've had a bad day. Do you know what I mean? So I'm now being calm, cool and collective. Yeah, and I'm just like, I can't be bothered. He's not going to make it to breakfast club at this point because if I rush him, he's going to get flustered. Then the teacher's going to be telling me, oh, Kaylan did this today. Kaylan showed his middle finger today. Kaylan swore today. Kaylan hit another child. Kaylan took a pencil and do this to another child. Kaylan this, Kaylan that. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I had to go to McDonald's and get him something because I was like, you don't want to be eating at home because you're like, oh, you're going to eat at breakfast club. And I'm always saying, try to eat at home because you never know when we're going to be late. Prime example. This has happened many times before, but prime example, right? Anyway, I went to McDonald's, grabbed him a breakfast muffin and bounced. I didn't have anything. I've got my smoothie here that I'm having. Dropped him off at school, you know, before it was late. It's 9:09 now. I should have been at work for 9. My contract does say 9:30, and I'm going to speak to the senior technician and just explain to them. Very stressful trying to get in because I was trying to get in for 8:30. You guys remember that? And it's putting a lot of pressure on me, even to get in for 9 sometimes. And it's not because I'm not waking up. By the time I go on the opposite side of where Kaylan lives, I have to come, of where Kaylan goes to school, I have to come home. What am I saying? I'm not even making sense. By the time I go on the opposite side of where Kaylan's school is, drop him off, I have to come back past my house, right, to come to work. And you're always stuck in traffic. So I'm just going to say to them, listen, is it possible for me to have like flexi start and finish time? I'm doing my 5 hours, but I just want a flexi start time, right? So if I start at 8, I finish at 1. If I start at 8:30, I finish at 1:30. You know what I mean? I need help. And if you don't ask, you don't get. So I'm going to ask them because I feel like I'm putting so much pressure on myself to get in for this time, and then I'm always late. But in actual fact, I'm not late because my contract says 9:30. But since I've moved to the new lab, because it's much busier than the other lab I was at, right? It's like, okay, would you be able to start at 9? The old person that was there used to start at 7, but they didn't have no dependent. Their children were grown up. So that's the difference, you know. Kaylan's still fully dependent on me. And even when he goes secondary school, with the madness that's going on in the world, I want to be able to drop him off and pick him up, you know, because there's crazy people out there, people kidnapping people, all sorts. I don't want to know that, oh, I'm at work and my child, I don't know his whereabouts and all that. So I'm saying all this to say, it's a hectic morning, it's a frustrating morning, but it's a morning and we're going to make it to work on time. I hope that everybody's good. Things happen, you know. And like I said in yesterday's live, a mother's job is never done. It's just a constant going. I'll be on my feet for ages. I'm just so tired, guys, and so frustrated. And I hate being a single parent. I hate it. Anyway, thank you so much. Thumbs up the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.